Welcome back everyone to another episode of Ironman Skyrim. If you remember, last time Prisoner had just managed to get to Solitude where they're having their annual execution of Rogvir, and you know, it happens. So before I head over to the Bard's College and turn in that quest, King Olaf's Verse, I decided to stop by the Temple of the Divines and get myself a Blessing of Dibella because that will improve my speechcraft check in that quest. Unfortunately, a bad habit kicks in and I grab a snowberry on accident. Just calm down, Freya. I'm sorry I stole... Holy crap. Uthgar! Anyway, Solitude Guard here takes my 2 gold bounty, which is pretty pitiful. And then I go and I collect the quests in Solitude. In fact, just assume I've done almost all the quests in Solitude, because I did, but I saw no reason to include them in the video. So after I visit the court, I head over to the Bard's College, as I said. And... you know, my first stop here is Viarmo, who I give him Olaf's Verse, which I picked up just earlier. He reads the poem, and then he does the Burning of King Olaf festival, and it's all good, you know, easy. Solitude's quest, easy. So after I quickly rest up in Solitude, I decide I'm going to head out and do Wolfskull Cave right now. Nothing significant happens on the way there. I do get this old orc asking for a good death again, but unfortunately my frame rate starts dropping, as you can see in this eerie video. Oh god, why isn't he moving smoothly? But I make it to Wolfskull Cave after I kill him. Yeah, and you know, Wolfskull Cave is one of my favorite missions. It has this big open area that I can get a bunch of sneak attacks on. Okay. This is officially a mercy killing now. Poor man. So yeah, I arrive in the antechamber, and instead of arrows this time, I'm just using my good old fireball spell. Seriously, sneak attack damage from magic, unbelievable. So I'm not sure why, but at some point, 2 groups of enemies turn on each other and just kill each other, which is what I assume happened last time, which causes Patema's binding to break up. So I still don't know why that happened, but yeah. I get up here and they're already dead, and I didn't have much to do with it, to be honest. So after I leave Wolfskull Cave, I decide to stop by the Shrine of Meridia, just because I picked up Meridian's Beacon in, what, episode 3 or something? I'm not sure. So, no one can surmise what she wants me to do better than Meridia herself. She wants me to enter her temple, cleanse the necromancer that's hanging around within, and get her blade back, which is Dawnbreaker. Now, her temple is a pretty standard Nordic ruin crawl. There are a bunch of them, with all these desecrated corpses lying around, and to be honest, the only thing about them that's desecrated is the fact that they left all their money on them. That's just rude and wasteful, come on. The corrupted shades are actually easier than most Draugr you'll end up fighting in the game, just because they seem to be especially susceptible to fire attacks. Yep, especially susceptible, that's for sure. So, aside from that, the only other thing of note that happens in the dungeon is you do guide this light around to unlock doors and what have you, and eventually it will unlock the door to the boss's antechamber right here. Now, this is no small feat to take on Malarkin, or whatever his name is. He's a very tough boss, and I do manage to take him down. It cost me quite a bit, and I've included that footage of the unedited battle between Malarkin, whatever, and I, at the very end of the video if you want to watch it. So yeah, I enter the antechamber, grab Dawnbreaker, and then Meridia calls me up and she's like, "Good work, homie," and I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, man, I'll wield this mighty blade, sure, whatever, I don't use swords, but that's cool." Unfortunately, I realize, yeah, and I'm never sure if they're actually gonna catch me here. I mean, this would be a great way to die, right? A glitch that causes me to take fall damage and die, yeah, that would suck. Anyway, around this time I realize, hey, wait a second, Grelka, or Uthgar, sorry, isn't with me. So, I actually have to use the console here really quick, because I left her here, I told her to wait, and yeah, so she's stuck behind this door. I'm sorry, Uthgar, I'll never do it again. Yeah, and I have to do it going in and coming back out, and I'm pretty sure it was supposed to remain unlocked, so I don't feel bad at all about using the console. That was definitely strange. Alright, let's go, Uthgar. Just making sure. So, after the successful completion of those 2 missions, I decide not to risk anything, and I head back into Solitude. I deliver the good news to Falk Firebeard. Wolfskull Cave has been cleared out, and Potema's binding has been broken. And yeah, after that I decided to catch a carriage on down to Falkreath, and here is, well, really just outside of Falkreath is the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. So in Falkreath I do all the usual stuff, grab all the quests that are easy to complete, talk to the storekeepers to sell some garbage, and just outside of town, oh, and this is worth noting, this is one of the mod quests I have, and you can see it's a mod quest. I mean, all of these space punctuations. This is why fanfiction is no good, people. Oh well, they tried. A+. So outside you meet Barbus, and he just wants to reunite himself with Claviticus Vile, I believe is the name of the Daedric god. But you know what, Barbus? I don't want to deal with you right now, so you go away. Get out of here. Get out of here, Barbus. One day, maybe I'll come back and complete this quest, but right now, I really don't care. Shoo. Like I said, just outside of Falkreath is the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, and this will begin victory condition number 2, I believe, which is completing a side quest line of my choice. I think this answer sucks. Silence is the music of life, really? I like the lute. And drums. Silence isn't music, come on. Anyway, in here, Astrid officially welcomes me to the Dark Brotherhood, which is nice. I really don't care. When do I get to start killing people? And in true Dark Brotherhood fashion, everyone just stands around talking all the time. Once they complete that, though, I get all of my first contracts from Nazir, and then, yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good spot to stop off now. So, thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.